Today we're going to talk about a little bit of Greek philosophy and real estate investing. So what do Thucydides and fear, interest, and honor have to do with real estate investing? I don't know, but neither do you. So we're going to explore it a little bit today. This is my channel. I can talk about whatever I want. We're going to talk about a little bit of Greek philosophy and what it has to do with real estate investing. So today, for some of my military reserve school, I was studying Thucydides, I don't know, this guy, and learning a little bit about how fear, interest, and honor play into statecraft and military campaigning. And it got me thinking, you know what, I think this plays into real estate investing as well. So, started off the morning, eating some breakfast, reading about what Thucydides has to say about this stuff, and I started thinking about it. I think it's really true because when we talk about fear, if you're always motivated by fear, it lends to some pretty crazy stuff in statecraft and international relations, but also in real estate investing. If you're driven by fear, you're never going to scale your investments as far as they can go. You're never going to go to the next level because you're always going to be stressed about what if I take on this next risk? You know, what if I do this next deal? These are all the things that go wrong, and now I'm driven by fear. And if that's a primary motive, you know, it can really inhibit your future growth. And now it needs to be a motive. It needs to help you hedge against risk. But if it's too much of a driver, it's going to keep you from going forward. And with each of the four pillars of real estate investing, there is some kind of factor of risk, and there's some fear based in there. So you have to acknowledge what your fears are, which things you don't want to deal with, and try to mitigate those appropriately. And I talk about that a little bit more in my 4 Pillars of Real Estate Investing course. So I'll put the link down below. You can check that out. But fear, we have to acknowledge it. We have to not let it be a primary driver, but we have to realize where those fears play in our minds and leverage them appropriately. Thucydides' next thing is interest. And so when we're talking about states operating in their own best interest, that's something we've only seen recently in recent human history, really, for interest to be a primary driver. But I think when we're talking about real estate, interest is important because if that's our only driver, that can lead people to become over leveraged. You can make people over exuberant about the future because you're just focused on these gains that you can be getting in the sense of progress. But it's very easy to become over leveraged. So we can see how this is easily balanced by fear. Fear and interest in real estate investing can be very well balanced. But if we're just pursuing our own interest all the time, and there's no hedge on that, you can start seeing how if you have these grandiose visions of unencumbered growth, you quickly can bypass some of the writing on the wall, get over leveraged, and get yourself into trouble. And Thucydides' last thing, honor, his last motive, I think that's where the real meat and potatoes that you have to dig in deep and do some self-analysis. Like, why am I investing? Like, what is the real legacy that I want to live? In statescraft and honor, you talk about social cultures and national character and things like that. Like, what is a society? Are people trying to accomplish? But when we're talking about real estate investing, you're really talking about you and your family. Like, what are your goals for the future? So honor plays a true part in something you need to think about as a real estate investor. So that's my 3 things. These musings were inspired by a few too many beers today while I was studying, but enjoyed every minute of it. And I hope that some of these musings on what Thucydides would possibly think about real estate investing is helpful for you. Please like and subscribe so that way I keep pushing out more stuff like this for you to enjoy. Have a great day.